again. Once again, we are here. We're on the Paladin. We're level 45. We're going to try to hit 47 this session. So that's going to be exciting. I'm going to try for the first run to do some commentary for you new people to kind of walk through how you do this. And just add commentary as we go each run. The spec you want to run looks something like this. You go into Retribution, you pick up Benediction, Deflection, Pursuit of Justice. Then you go into Holy, you pick up Divine Intellect, Spiritual Focus, and Consecration. At this point you're level 40. Then you go, I think so at least, maybe you're level 40. Oh, you pick 5 out of 5 here and 2 out of 2 here. Then you're level 40. Then 41, you pick up 1, 42, 2, 43, 44, and then 45, 46, 45 or whatever. Maybe my math ain't mathing, but you get what I mean. So you want this. Also, make sure you check out the, I made a whole guide video on this particular method, where I show you how to do this at level 40. It does become easier and faster the higher level you gain. Less resists on the first tick of conk, less resists on your nades. Also, your Divine Shield gets a longer duration at 50, as well as getting Holy Wrath at 50, which is also a huge increase to your DPS. And at 50, you can respec for Sanctity Aura, which also adds about a 10% increase in speed, kill speed that is. Let's reset the XP tracker for the session, and let's get going. Make sure you have your Devotion Aura on. Then you just kind of, at lower levels you pull everything, but at higher levels you can kind of avoid pulling too much. You want to turn around so you don't get dazed, so you don't get hit from the back. You want to make sure your defense skill is leveled to the highest level possible for your current level. Because the way dazes are calculated is based on your defense level versus the mob's level, right? So if you can get this higher up, less dazes, which is really nice. You will want a spirit set and a tank set. Tank set to get to the graveyard, spirit set for the kill phase. It does help immensely in the kill phase. You could also run a singular set that has of the whale stats, right? So that means spirit and stamina. Or if you do like me, run 2 sets, which you should do at lower levels, because you really want to juice out that spirit, and on your tank set you really want to juice out that survivability, right? Then you get a tank set, prio armor, stamina, defense, strength, agility in that order. Yeah, get a good shield. I bought some of these items on the auction house for like 10 Gs each. Like all of this is from the auction house, except for the this, and this. Rest is from the auction house. There's a Witch Doctor next to the boss, which complicates things a bit, because that makes it really hard to kill the... oh shoot! Did we get polyed? We got polyed by the Shadowhunter. You need to bubble the poly, otherwise you're dead. Damage does not break it. If we can target the Shadowhunter. Just to make sure it's we don't include it in the actual pull. So we're actually going to try to avoid pulling the boss once we go into the kill phase, because if we get the Witch Doctor, the dead heroes are hard to kill because the Witch Doctor heals the dead heroes. I should have waited before going actually, because I don't have my bob. So I'm going to go over here and then we're going to log out. The issue with this spot right here is that these Witch Doctors and Dead Heroes, they just won't reset their aggro on you, and they'll just stand here forever. But if you log out, instantly reset. So the Shadowhunter is the patrol that's going between the Scarab Room and the Graveyard Room. We're gonna have to play around that. We definitely do not want to include this. You cannot include Shadowhunters. Witch Doctors you can manage, but you won't kill the dead heroes or the Witch Doctor. It's just annoying. And the Shadow Hunters is just no go. Back in. So instead of spending 30 seconds trying to get stuff to reset, just relock. You can lock out while in combat when you're on a evade spot like this, which makes it really nice. I think I clicked that one. There is a dead hero standing on top of that grave, so I'm assuming I clicked it. You are too far away. Sometimes you click this, but it's clicking that. It's so weird. We have Bob. We're probably gonna use Bob here if we get too low, but if you stand right here in the corner, that's also a reset spot. Move up here. So you see, this is the Witch Doctor. It has a chance to spawn here. A rare mob has a chance to spawn here. It's very rare that it's a Witch Doctor. But yeah, we don't want to include that one. It's not linked to the boss, so it won't reset even if the boss resets. I think if we start now, we should be fine in regards to the Shadow Hunter. I need to reset again because I'm a dumbass. I didn't swap to my spirit set, which is incredibly important. So we're just gonna drop combat once again, and I think maybe we are gonna look for the Shadow Hunter where it is in its patrol. I think it's on its way here at least, right? Zombies will not social aggro the Shadow Hunter, but the dead heroes will. Okay, he's going back now. If I was fast, maybe I could do it. Yeah, let's try. Let's just see if we can manage. If we don't manage, it's fine. But I need to be incredibly quick here. I'm not fast enough. I failed. Before I get over there, the Shadow Hunter is gonna aggro. Ah. Yeah, there we go. As you can tell, he social aggroed with the dead hero, and as soon as the dead hero reset, the Shadow Hunter, even though it's just pulled, reset as well. Can I reach this guy if I go over here? Yep. You can like catch the ledge there and jump up. You can get a quest item. Why am I so bad at this right now? Quest item from, I'm gonna make sure I don't pull the boss because it's gonna leash the Witch Doctor. We drop combat. Beautiful, right? Amazing. This is gonna be a bit trickier than usual to pull, I think, because of that Witch Doctor. If the Witch Doctor wasn't there, I could pull the boss and it would pull all of this super easily. But we're just gonna jump back and forth, use Exorcism to pull what we can. Ideally pull this, because it pulls all the rest, right? On the right side there, this side. Or it should, but it's not. Okay. Jumping back over, maybe we can get proxy aggro here. Yep. I like it. It's gonna be a bit more finicky now to do the pull. Simply because of the Shadow Hunter and the Witch Doctor. I don't... Here you can see how the dead hero does not leash the zombies. So you need to pull them like separately, right? Just get them stacked while you're waiting for your Exorcism CD anyways. There we go. Pull some more. It's gonna be a bit of a slower run this. But it is what it is. I don't know what kind of patrol it is that goes in here. I think it's the Soul Leader that we already have in the poll. And when I jump here, I spam a movement key to make them walk towards me, underneath me, right? So they get stacked. We're gonna jump down here. This is a reset spot, so we don't want to spend too much time. Oh shoot, too much time there. Otherwise we lose our entire pack that we already pulled. Can we get you to join? Perfect. Now I should be able to pull the last ones with a bob, right? But let's get these stacked first. Just a little bit at least. That way I can hopefully greed my bubble a bit. Let's see, hopefully this Shadow Hunter is not near. Perfect, perfect. I want to get these guys, and we're gonna bop here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 3, 2, 1. Rebuff our Blessing of Wisdom. When you bop, you lose your current blessing that you have on. Because Blessing of Protection, bop as I call it, where everyone calls it bop, it's a blessing itself, and you can only have one blessing active at a time. So now we got them all. Perfect, perfect. No Witch Doctor, no Shadow Hunter. Spent a little time getting them stacked here, and then we just send the first conch. I don't really use a min rank 1 conch. I prefer just not interrupting my MP5 if I'm low on mana, because you will, if you have a good decent spirit set with 200 plus spirit total, you will be fine on mana to do a max rank without them resetting their XP. I feel like rank 1ing is just super like niche if you literally don't get any mana regen, you forgot to put on your spirit set, or if you got a bad spirit set, you need to then obviously you might need to rank 1 to keep the mobs engaged and not lose that XP. We're gonna send a bubble here, read it, run a bit into it when you greed, so you get them into the conch again, right? Recast it, bring them to the very edge of it, so they have to run back through it on the way back. I like a stun nade there just to buy even more time inside the conch. And now it's just back and forth again, back and forth. This is the gist of it, right? The higher level you get Holy Wrath at 50, which deals like 600 damage, 660, maybe even 700 with Sanctity Aura, which is huge. It's like twice the damage of a nade, right? You get it on a 1 minute CD. I'm just gonna heal. I have mana pots. I just don't want to get one clapped randomly, right? Because I'm half HP. I would recommend consumable wise, bring nades if you can. That speeds it up like by 30%. Bring mana potions. That's also an additional speed up to the run. Healing potions to get to the graveyard. That's basically it. That's all I'm using, at least. I'm not even using... sometimes I use bandages too. I just save mana and I just don't cast the whole duration, right? Now we're gonna nade. I think I'm gonna jump back here. We have some low dead heroes. So I'm just gonna try to do a nade here. Should use it on CD, you know? Shouldn't actually be trying to hold it. But I do this, and then I'm actually gonna jump down again. And then we're gonna cast, and we're gonna up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And if you jump here, you get that distance you need to not get one clapped once your bop expires, right? How much HP? Some of them are dead already and others are still alive. And now that we're at around 400, we could burn our last mana with another conch. I think we can do even 2, but you see, stacking them up, spending time getting them stacked by jumping back and forth, we're already reaching like another whole cast of conch. So one, oh my god, am I dead? Oh my god, brother, I turned Indian for a minute there. So you get like 3 mana ticks jumping back and forth here, and each of them are like almost 60, right? And then while you're running to the spot again, you're getting another 1 or 2, 3 actually. So you can do it indefinitely if you make sure that you also prioritize stacking them. You get more value out of your conch as well if you just prioritize getting them stacked. Because then you don't have to jump as early because they're all basically stacked, right? So there's not like a long line of mobs. So they all spend equally amount of time inside your conch, which is really nice. That way you don't have some mobs that are like 20% higher HP, right? And I personally don't think I have an amazing spirit set. I have a decent one. I literally just... Oh, misclick. I literally just went and... Just gonna jump back actually. And when you do this jumping back and forth, you want them off the wall, because otherwise they can run down towards you when they're on the wall. Conch. Run, run, run. Jump down. So you kind of get them to run down here and run back up, which is nice. They just stay in that conch. I have yet to decide which conch spot I think is the most efficient. I think they're like equally good, right? I think this is the best. It's just longer distance. The other one is not too bad. This spot right here is just fine as well because they run back down. Oh, they actually spread a bit to the batching window, huh? Let's do a bop. And I think from here on off, we're gonna keep them at the greed spot to make sure we get their loot. If you do the conch spot here, some of them are gonna die on the wall, which is annoying. And we can nuke them in about 40 seconds with a bubble nade combo. Yeah, keep spending time getting them stacked. You get maximum value out of MP5 and each conch cast. And remember to rebuff yourself with a Blessing of Might after bopping. 3 seconds, we sent the big dam. And I'm just greeting it here. One cast of conch, cast another one, and then a stun nade, and then start running. Bang! There we go. It's a bit 13 minutes, but it was actually a slow run because we had to wait for the setup. Let's see if we can get some of these mobs over here. This would be good for my rogue. So the thought about mana ticks, you might be thinking like, but ass, you have no in combat MP5, but MP5, right, regen per tick while not casting. And outside the 5-second rule, right? So every time we cast, we get into the 5-second rule. Which is, after a cast, your MP5 is like paused until 5 seconds later. So even though MP5 says 0, you see how it's while casting, and there's like more in combat MP5 when you have MP5. And obviously some classes have more. But yeah. So you just get outside of the 5-second rule, and then your mana regen is crazy, right? I might buy an entirely new spirit set once we hit like this costs nothing. Like most of these pieces, 1 to 2 gold each on the auction house. The greens here, right? They don't go for much because people think they're worthless. Like mail armor, plate armor, cloth armor with spirit. It's just an undervalued stat. So if you can get like 50 more spirit by the time you up your level by like 5 or 6, then yeah, that's super free. Already almost at level 46. We're truly flying through the levels right now. Does anyone know if red aura, does that work inside of Bop and Bubble? That could be worth then to swap, right? I have no idea if it works. Maybe I should test that at some point. But yeah, we're not going to train at least until we're level 50. I'm just gonna buy gear on an alt and mail it to me if I want to upgrade stuff. I do want to see if it's possible to do the scarabs while leveling. Pretty sure, 100% sure at least, that you can do it at level 60, but while leveling might be a different take, right? Going straight into it. I'm not resetting. Let's just leave the XP tracker to see what we have for the session. But yeah, you see, I'm not even pulling the ones on the left, the first pack, even though I didn't really hug the right. It's gonna be nice in a level or two when we're basically just not pulling those ad packs and only the ones we're running through. Even though I could run through here, there's just so many shadow casters that I don't want to aggro. And if I take this way behind the wall, I can stay mounted and I don't even have to run through these. I can just LOS around the corner here, right? Definitely the best route, even if you're not resetting on the left, on the wall on the left. Now we'll just commit to the right side. Usually it's random, right? But I feel like there's a lot of times there's casters there and they won't get the cast off if you're fast enough. Blood drinker here. I'm going straight into the pulling. I'm just gonna mana pot. Witch Doctor cannot include this in the pull. Jesus, it didn't even run to the boss, it ran straight for me. You cannot click the graves if you're bopped or bubbled, so yeah. Kinda have to greet the bubble if you want to get every single one of the graves before you get to the reset spot. You reset Mr. Witch Doctor. Sometimes these Witch Doctors, they just stay aggro because they place totems. Just queue a log out, and if you resets before you log out, then you just cancel it, right? But a log out is always like a surefire way. I would definitely use that at lower levels. And actually, if I was to redo my video for SM, I would use the log out trick for SM Cath and Graveyard to just reset the aggro on the mobs. Just queue a log out. If they reset before the 30 seconds, just cancel it. If they don't, you save time by logging out. It instantly resets the mobs. And yeah, just gonna get aggroed from that hero now. 3, 2, 1. We're just gonna wait a few seconds before logging in. Let's see. Should be reset now. Maybe the Witch Doctor is onto us. Oh, yeah, yes. And honestly, I feel like it's because they keep casting wards, right? I feel like that's what's keeping them in combat, because they have an action they can do. So they're not. I feel like they're not actively evading when they're casting like totems and stuff. If it's not reset now, we're just gonna go to the other spot and line of sight it. Annoying. You can tell that it left a bit and then it re-aggro too. Actually, we're just gonna pull while it's here. Let's just make sure we have full HP. As long as all the zombies are not on top of us, right? And I'm greedy. I'm trying to loot the graves, which requires you to stand still for a bit while looting. Anyways, a bit less commentary in this run. Just gonna say if there's anything else I forgot to say, but you can just rewatch the first run of the day for each of these parts where I try to do a voiceover and like go through what I do. Just as a reminder if you forgot. The good part about having kept this here is that it's patrolling out now. Now I don't know which type of mob is patrolling into here from the open area over there, but I'm just gonna proxy aggro by walking down here. And I tagged the dead hero. Let's try to be quick now so they don't reset. It's good if we can aggro the witch doctor. Oh, we can actually. I think they reset over there. It's whatever. We'll go down and get them. It's not the worst thing if those aren't aggroed. Obviously, if they were aggroed, they would pull all of these. But yeah. Too far away, huh? You have to like stand on that part to jump, because the closer you are to the snake's head, it kind of dips a bit lower. Jump, jump, jump. It's a shadow hunter, so we're shoot, it pulled, so we're gonna have to reset now. We're gonna have to reset. I'm actually gonna move over here. And then we're gonna wait for the Shadow Hunter. You cannot do this with the Shadow Hunter pulled. It will poly and kill you. Oh, we're just gonna reset them. Oh shoot, I forgot they can actually reach me. Once you get them over here, if you stand on the wall, you can actually run all the way over here and hit you. Another way that I could pull to be faster is just pull these and just run this way around over here, right? I would probably make it, but... Well, here's the Shadow Hunter. I guess at 60 you could pre-clear these. I think you have the damage and... And just waiting here. Not that many zombies over here. I think I could make it. Any takers? Are we gonna do that? It would be an issue if it was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it the way I've been doing it the whole time. I just need to be faster. Just need to go down here quickly. It's be good now. I think I'm gonna rush over here just to make sure the dead hero doesn't go over the... I think we're good. I think we're good. It won't aggro on the zombies, only the dead hero. If I move over here, can I stop? I think it's good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Might have been a bit risky though, because it was actually pretty close. How does that not pull when this boss is running on top of them? That's crazy. I don't like when that ward is down, because these also daze, even though they're lower level. Line of sight, brother. But I see you right there, man. What the hell? It's better to be patient than rush into this. You don't have the buttons like a mage, you know? Can we get you guys too? Thank you, thank you. Anyone else wants to join? Thank you, thank you. Go up here. We're just not gonna use a bop, I think. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Yup. Spam movement key meter. You see how they're running down towards me when I do that? Look at them. They try to run down here. I get them stacked. Like a real juicer, man. We're gonna do a bob segment here in a second. You want to use your bob first. It has a shorter cooldown, so it'll come back faster. That is my logic, at least. You might disagree. Maybe you would think, oh, if I use bubble with the long CD first, it will come back faster. Which is also... oh my lord, why am I yapping so much? I was actually gonna healing pot, but okay. Mana pot. I guess my finger's like, nah. More mana, better. This is heal. I don't want to die. You have about 30 seconds. You can leave them untouched for 30 seconds, but then you have to engage with them to not reset the XP. And if you jump spam movement key here as well, they are trying to patrol down to you or below. Or path, or whatever you want to say. Perfect. We can do a bubble setup with a high explosive bomb in 8 seconds. And we're gonna do it over here because I want to get the dead hero loot. Low on HP. And we're gonna throw another, and then we're gonna nade them. Oh shoot, I have to run. I might be dead here actually. Holy shit. My god, remind me not to do that on the left side again. Or at least do the nade after the first conk and not the second one. Jeepers. I don't think I would have made it if I committed to the nade. Not gonna lie. Also, you can use your lay on hands since we have it spec'd, or a mana potion. You can see it as a 250% mana pot, or 250 mana pot. It uses 100% of your current mana, but 100% of 10 is 10, you know? It will bring you to 250 mana no matter what mana you have. Yeah. Good if you have like bad gear. Like there's something to use, right? But I tend to like have too much mana for it even to make sense. I'm always above. I never get low enough. shadow hunters coming here now. Bring them to the edge of it so they run through the whole thing again. I wish I could play music on stream, honestly. I'm listening to music right now, you guys can't hear it. But because of the DMCA, like I just get copyright strike no matter what I play. But yeah, if I could stream music, but like maybe I should just try to record it without it capturing the you know, Spotify audio, but then I would have to upload it as a video. I don't know. I don't know if you guys even mind it not being on, like no music. So now I'm kind of low on mana, so I'm just gonna fight them a bit for ticks, but yeah. Russo is writing to me. I think he's in a dungeon, and he's with some people that don't know what to do, I guess. Also hate that rank 14 equals only you have time. Oh yeah, that is so true. If that meant you were good at the game, that would be insane. But it's literally just having rank 14 tells me that you have too much time on your hands. And if you have kids, you have an angry wife during that ranking phase. There's no way some... Jesus, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna... I don't want to reset them, but I have to. But I have to. No, I don't have anything to use. Fuck it, die. What am I doing, bro? I'm too busy reading chat. And I'm bad. I'm not gonna make excuses. I don't know what I was doing there. And we basically got to the point where we will get juicy XP. I should not get too careless while doing this. Also, that's true. Just means you have time to play the game. Are you wiping a lot, or where is he even? Strat? He's in Strat. He's trying to get his healing chest. He says no. I think he's playing with some actual demons. How many did we kill here? 11 mobs. That's like 20, no, 20%, right? Of the poll. I'm not gonna redo that. I'm just gonna reset. We go again. I'm just bad. Like turn your camera with A and D and sweats and the okay, I don't know how to tank win first or bang, bro. The classic supreme experience. It's always like that. The guy that's the worst in the group with the raid always wins juicy loot. It's just an unwritten like karma rule. Surely it means that there are good people in outside of the game. Go again. Ass he sucks. Waiting to right side. Reset spot up here if you need. Reset spot in between the vase and the wall if you need. Reset spot up here if you need. Witch Doctor, be wary, don't include this in the run. We got Dazed, fun, fun, fun. Either I log out at this spot or run over here and skip the logging out. I just don't like Witch Doctors. They place totems, they're hard to reset, I feel like. Takes a lot longer if you can't LOS them. I'm giga slow today, I'm not gonna lie. Do I need to walk away from this guy? There's no way that I'm in range of... yeah, there we go. We see the path over here? Not yet. Evade. Can't mount. Yeah, do we care? Let's just do it. Should probably stop looting these, but the Mage Weave Cloth, bruh. So juice. Gonna take massive damage right now, but we're fine, I think. Okay, it's a show leader. A show leader. We can include this on the run, brothers. Extra XP. I don't want to have Bob ready for this, especially at lower levels. For these graves, you want to have Bob ready. And see if you can manage to pick this one up, because it's kind of hard to get to compared to the rest of these. Oh shoot, oh shoot, no, 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 okay. Okay, okay, buddy. Relax. This is a log out angle right here to get them to drop combat. Yeah, these are too close to me. Should reset instantly though as soon as I log out. 3, 2, 1. So when you're on a reset spot, a base spot, you can log out even though you're in combat, which is nice. Yup, yup, yup. Ooh, Witch Doctor. We're just gonna wait. No, we're not gonna wait. We're not going straight into the kill phase anyways. Or we can just not, you know, go into the kill phase. I needed to swap to my spirit set anyways before. mark on the soldier is gone. See if we can pull the boss. Nice. Pulling the boss lets you like just pull a lot of this, a lot of these, right? That's nice. Unless he just runs through them, which obviously he's free to do. Stupid boss, man. It's probably because he only pulls the dead heroes. He only social aggros the dead heroes and not the zombies. I don't know if it's the mob type that does it. Like, they're undead, but dead heroes are undead as well. So it's not. That's not it. The zombies are just built different, I guess. Is this a one bob run here? Yes, I think. Taking hits, taking hits. This is good. Don't need to stack them. It's so easy to stack with the jump method. Completely free stacking here. One more time. And we go. Big Nate. Big conk. Even bigger balls. Down. Wait for the last guy to get off the wall, then back. Good times. There we go. Warning was. Oh, Tucky almost ran off the wall, man. What the hell, bruh? Good morning, Tucky-chan. Are you watching Resident Sleeper Paladin leveling in CF? Are you enjoying the content here? Ah, no way, bruh. I suck so bad. Maybe if I'm fast enough, I can jump up before they reset. Let's try. Be super quick. Assy, super quick. Stick like Spider-Man. They already reset all their HP. I love this shit. Love this shit. I hate this game. Why am I so bad today? Literally so bad today. I'm wondering what's the intentions on this pala. The intention is to pull a Rosso, you know? Pull a Rosso, come in, get loot, swag, you know? No, the intention for this pala is, believe it or not, actually to make the just the warrior rep grind with Cenarian hold easier. I'm just gonna pocket heal myself because I want to farm Earth Strike, and I wanted to make content with this, right? I wanted to show how to do this in CF, and in TBC I want to also display how you can do different boosts on Paladin. So basically it's just for content, you know, and then also pocket heal myself while doing open world stuff for maybe if the guild ever needs a holy pala, because sometimes we need healers, right? Tucky will be like, Essie, you get 50 DKP extra if you lock the pala, you know? Something like that, something like that. Honestly, If there was GDKPs, I would be so excited to play Pala for some reason. I just heal and get gold, and I'm kind of hoping if we get an era-ish server for Fresh, right? Like, or if it's copied over to era, I'm just gonna level another Pala on TPC then, right? It's really easy in TPC to level another Pala in dungeons, but yeah, then I'm just gonna copy it over and use it for GDKPs, you know? Not copy, move over, or whatever I get to do. I think it would be chill to raid and just heal in a GDKP. So there's a lot of options here, a lot of options. I'm actually just gonna bubble here and send a big nade, stun nade. How much did that do? 28k! No, that's overall, I was about to say. 11k. Can't wait to hit 50 and get Holy Wrath. Is there any solo content we can do from 54 to 60? I could probably just start like getting some gear. Like pre-biz stuff. Hey Techie, stop being so realism, you know, stop fact-checking me, you know. Let me have my dream of being a full-time gamer Andy that can raid on 5 characters and maintain a full-time job, you know. There's a Shadow Hunter puck on troll on the wall there. You know what? I also want to raid on the mage. It's just not happening, you know? I mean, I think I could raid on those characters, but then I would have to join a puck that's literally only AQ, you know? I think I could do that, but the problem with the only AQ runs is that they all suck. And they take 2 hours anyways. So at that point, might as well just join the world tour in a good puck. Take like 3 hours. But yeah. But mainly, like the #1 reason, Tucky, is just content for the YouTube. And I think it's fun. I do think it's fun to learn how the different classes do this. And just see how difficult it is. I like solo content. I also have so many mage things I need to do. But I thought, why not, you know, level Pala, make the Earth Strike farm easy. You know what, Taki? I'm leveling a second mage as well, you know that, right? And I'm literally only leveling it to duo boost DM West and Nax for videos. Like, I don't know if you need 3 mages for an axe, but I'm gonna try to duo it. But I will have to get gear on the second mage to do that. Imagine how much gold you can make like the first week if you can duo boost an axe, like trash. For scraps and servo arms and bullskin tunic or whatever it's called. That's gonna be a gold mine. And I don't think a lot of people will do it, at least not solo. Like, I don't think very few will duo bucks. that, but I just don't remember if you need to be 3 people for it. I did it last time, but I don't remember if we need to be 3 people to do it. Maybe we only need to, I only need my 2 mages if they have insane gear. It's just all about scraps, yeah. But, you know, if that server arm drops out, how much do you think we can sell it for, huh? Or ghoul skin tunic? We're gonna try to kill them over here. Big nade combo, ink. I'm yet to get an epic over here. Oh shoot, I'm messing up here. I don't even need to nade. There we go. And we get an epic. But Tucky, do you remember how many you need to do for the Nax boost? Is it 2 mages? Is it just with good gear, 2 mages with good gear? I remember you kite them around, so I think tier 2 will be really good for it. Especially if I'm duo boxing, just to give me a little more time. Maybe I should just search on people. Okay, I can't get this loot. Let me just give up on that. So 2 or 3 runs more and we'll be... Probably 3 runs, we'll be level 47? Yeah. Let me actually just search on it. YouTube. Nax Mage Duo Farm. Huh. It says solo duo. Duo, trio, quadro, okay. 1,000 gold per hour. Jeez. Okay, so it seems like I can do it. I can do a mage it. We're gonna do a mage it up then. I'm gonna do a box it. You could do it with 2 naked mages. There we go. That means I have to do it. I have to make a video of me duo boosting it as 2 naked mages and fresh. I might just... That's not gonna... This is good. This is cloth. Worthless. Worthless. Worth something. Worthless. Need to level my first aid on this so I can craft this myself. Assy Bank. I need to remember doing the rest quest before I go do any content, like any dungeon for Prebis or whatever. I don't want to be that guy who goes into a run and it's like, I can't rush you, I forgot to do the quest. That would be so terrible. That would be terrible, man. $280. A decent upgrade. It's 280 plus 10%, so 28 on top of that, 300 and something. When we get Sanctity Aura. 2 seconds longer on Divine Shield. Holy Wrath will deal like 10% extra. Is there a rank 2 to Holy Wrath? Level 60, okay. Let me Google Paladin Solo 54 to 60. Let me see. Oh, that's Wrath. I was just about to say if I could do LBRS, that would be nice, but don't think so. I reset, right? Yep. It does not look like there is anything to do from 54 to 60. As a paladin. Really? Really, my guy? Double days? All the way? Oh, popping into the wall here. This is a bunch of witch doctors. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. I fell down, boys. I'm just gonna health pot and then we're gonna see if we can greet the buff for the... Okay. We're just gonna try. I have 7 seconds to make it. 4, 3, I'm dead. No way I make this. I make it. Easy peasy. I knew I would make that. Not even close. Oh, is Russell offline? He locked off. He got sick and tired of that. I don't know if I'll drop combat unless I log out here. Dang, witch doctors. Yeah, these aren't resetting. The healing wards are just keeping them perma combat. Oh, drop combat. Surely you just do the sunken boost, the sunken self boost on Pala. Can you do sunken temple on the Pala, or do you mean boost myself with my mage? Come on now, dog. I mean, I guess you can do it on Pala. Yeah, I can see how. You just have to let him run a bit further away so you can... Let me actually search if anyone made a video on it. Sunken Temple Paladin 54 to 60. Is there no video on the... Ah. Dragon's Call farm. This is a level 60. Ah. I haven't seen it, but it should be possible. No, yeah, there's no video on it. There's no one who's made it. But yeah, when you mention it, I can see how it's possible. I think it would be super slow. Is there anything keeping me? I guess Bubble replaces Ice Block, right? I think it might be difficult to get them stacked though, no? But maybe I should try. Maybe I can do some juggle spotting just like here. If I can find a spot where we can just get them stacked. Why am I standing here? I can just literally go pull. That Soul Eater ain't gonna daze me. Never mind, he's right on my ass now, brother. Easy peasy, ain't even close, man. Time for ASCII content? That's right. We're gonna go do that. We're gonna go try that. Find a way to make it work. I might actually just go on my mage to find how I want to do it. Like find the method to get them stacked. Using no slows. Because ZF works because of the like the jump here where you spam a movement key midair to update your Z axis so they try to reach you from below. Just need to, I know that there is some manipulation you can do in Sunken Temple as well. Maybe if I spam a movement key mid-air while doing the ledge jump, like each of the 2 jumps. This is a logout angle. We go test it with a... Actually, I'm leveling my Horde Mage anyways, also. Why am I leveling so many characters? I don't know. I'm just making freaking content. You know what? I leveled that mage just to do Ragefire Chasm RFC guide. That's crazy. Also, I want to level Blood of Paladin and TBC to show how you can AoE level from, I think it's like 36 till, or 34 even, 32 until 60, up to 60. But can you just stack it using bubble though? Yeah, you can do that. You can do that, yeah. You would have to use Divine Shield though, because, or whatever it's called, bubble. Because there's so many casters that will kill you otherwise. But I think the issue is that if the spitters, they kind of get out of the stack, right? Then you would need a bubble every time to stack them up, and if they just get too far away or spread from the group, or too far ahead so that they catch up to you way faster, then it gets iffy. Get close to spot bubble when they come. Around 2-3 seconds of bubble, you jump up and casters should start running too. Yeah. I could try that, yeah. But I think the way to make it super viable and never lose out on XP is if you can do like some sort of jump stacking like we are doing in CF. And honestly, there should be a way. There should be a way. I'm gonna find a way. That's gonna be Tucky, imagine you just came up with original ASCII WoW content. Imagine if we can do that. We're gonna be the only video on the internet with that approach. That is crazy. Come on now. Come on now, dog. I'm gonna drop combat before I make it over here. Yeah, they reset. Just as I put my feet on this wall, they reset. It's whatever. Do I know which patrol it is that goes into the room? Hopefully it's not a Shadow Hunter. Can I reach you, buddy? Can I reach you? There we go. I can pull these and then it's just those, and we just save Bob for that. So if I can do a move like this, and if we can find a way to get this working in Sunken Temple at the juggle spot, either the gnome spot. I think the gnome spot would be best, I'm not gonna lie, to avoid as much caster damage as possible. And then you let him go away around the corner, you jump down, you place your conch, you run back up, and you just have to get the timing down. Surely, like 100% sure you can do it. Whether or not it's sufficient is another question. Wait for them to get a bit closer. We sneak around here though. Little sneaky sneak action. Little sneaky sneak action. It's weird to me that there isn't a video on the Sunken Temple spot for a Paladin, if it's doable, right? I feel like someone would make a video on it, but also Sunken Temple was not really popular last Classic Fresh, or Classic, I mean, during Era. It's kind of only in Fresh that it really became popping, at least in my opinion. I don't know if I'm wrong on that. I feel like all the rage was CG. Sometimes it feels like I don't... Oh my lord. Sometimes I feel like I don't have Pursuit of Justice on. It feels so slow. But I think I just need to let him get a bit closer to me over here before I go over. Let's wait until they're all on the wall and then go. I think I'm just being too fast on it. Yeah, I'm just being too careless. I need to sort my chat channels on this Paladin on the second account because I'm just getting all the spam in general. Just gonna do the bubble now with a stun nade. 14k juicy juicy juice. Boing boing. Let's do a bop. Another one, bring him to the edge of it, jump down, rebuff. Have you been doing 8Q20 on your warriors at all? I did it a few times. I think I've done it 3 times on each, but I've just haven't done it since. I haven't done it since, man. Why haven't I done it? I don't know. I don't know. I should do it. I should do it. And now you're gonna tell me to log on my warrior and join the 8Q20 run now, right? I should do it because I have shit cloaks on both my warriors, so I should try to get the rep for the cloaks, right? And the braces would be good, the crossbow would be decent as well. The warrior books would be huge. Actually, really, I don't know why, but I actually enjoy being battle shout spec. I feel like I like that. You know, I want to keep a good uptime. I want to shout it, and if I don't have battle shout book, what's it good for? You know. I do need a holy pad. Wait, 46, 46, huh? 46. Hello. Tucky, I have a question, right? Do you think it would be against terms of service to do, like, you know, GDKP is banned? Sure, you can't do GDKP. But do you think it would be against 2S to gamble, to like place bets on raids? So like, maybe you could do like a raid pot, right? Everyone that wants to be a part of the raid pot, let's say a bunch of warriors want to compete on who's #1 on overall or whatever. Then they throw the gold into the raid pot, and then you split it based on the performance on the logs. So like top 3 gets gold, right, or whatever. Huh? It's technically not GDKP. And imagine making a little bit of gold for consumables, or losing all your gold because you suck and you die, you know. But you would want to perform better then, and not do risky shit. Because risky shit equals bye-bye gold, you know? But probably against TOS. And I would also just lose all my gold. So. Are you that eager to get banned again? Man, all this freedom, I don't know what to do with it. You know, I'm just a repeat offender, you know? I just need to be locked behind bars forever. They just need to permaban my account, honestly. I know that most people are gonna say that, like, most people are glad that there isn't GDKP, but I don't know. I miss GDKP. I miss being able to farm a shit ton of gold and then just buying something on a new character that I'm excited for. I miss, you know, being super geared and getting gold that I then can spend on another character, right? I just miss it. That's all I want to say. I miss having gold. It's not the same to farm it and not get to spend it on juicy loot. But also, at the same time, I'm saving so much time because there's no GDKP. Believe me, I would go in and I would farm 10k gold in CG and just waste my life in there just to be able to buy like a weapon or some shit, you know? But now I can't do that, so there's no point. Two more runs, I think. Leather. Ugh. I feel like my bags are almost always full because I have 2 gear sets with me. Just gotta make sure we keep sending that shit to our mage. I got the best deals anywhere. Also, I kind of don't need that much food. I can sell most of this. I barely use it. And I'll just use these scrolls. Let me just use them now before I forget it. And they just sit and rot in my bags. Do you have TBC plans? Or are you going to main the Pally? Hey Jason, what's up? In TBC, I'm going to do solo content on the Paladin. I'm gonna make guide videos on how to do different kinds of solo dungeons on Paladin. But I'm not planning to really play it. Not Not at least how it is right now, unless I lose my current day-to-day job, you know. But yeah, I'm planning to main a hunter in TPC. Hunter, if my benevolent guild leader allows me to play Fury Warrior, I would like to play Fury Warrior in TPC as well. But I think it's more likely that I get to get a raid spot as a hunter. I enjoyed playing hunter last TPC. It feels like, unless you're scripting and cheating, you know, there's some people were melee weave scripting on stationary bosses, but it felt like it had some complexity to the rotation, which warrior doesn't, right? And I'm also planning to play a mage. I might raid on the mage a bit casually though. But mage is really good in phase 1, like during Gruul and Mac, like those short fights, good in Kara. But yeah, hunter is super fun as well. Well, the biggest problem right now is that supply doesn't meet demand. I don't think it would be as bad if we just had more herb spawns, etc. Yeah, that is true. I know a lot of people are thinking about like, oh, you know, there's a mafia behind the scenes doing everything. They're manipulating the prices. But no, it's literally just supply demand. We just don't have enough resources on the server. It does not help. You'd think with the new changes that the prices of things would go down, but I'm 100% sure if you look at the player base, if you look at the bots, where the bots have gone, from what I know about the people botting, they do tend to swap around to the most popular game state. So I would take a guess at like a lot of the bots moved over to a mob for the release of mob and all the fresh servers, fresh content there, right, that people are going to try out. So yeah, I think we have less bots now too, and all of a sudden then we don't get the supply from all the bots. Yeah, if mongoose sharpening stones went down like 3-5 G each, it would be so much more affordable to raid. Yeah, I agree. Winterfall Firewater is also giga expensive. Every time I'm like, this ain't too bad, spending like 50-100 G on most consumes, then I drop like 300-400 gold on mongoose elixir. Yeah, how much did I spend? Like, I think I spent 700 gold, 600 gold for the raid yesterday. I did buy a flask that I did not use because we weren't 40 man. I was like, I'm gonna flask tonight. Chucky gonna be proud, I'm not gonna die. I didn't die anyways, but I bought a flask. But honestly, the fire waters are just so expensive as well. Sharpening stones. Yeah, it's crazy. And honestly, it's not too bad. But the fact is, you're not really getting any gold income unless you're actively farming it. Whereas in GDKPs, it would kind of fund itself. Like the raid itself would fund the consumables. But AQ40 ain't that bad if you slack on stuff in PV. Isn't that bad if you slack on stuff in... Yeah. I mean, we don't need to pop everything. I mean, usually in our runs, I pop for AQ40 everything I got, and then BVL, if I have world buff still, I pop still expensive consumables, but for MC, I just pop the cheap stuff. I pop a cheap strength pot or juju, you know, strength, and an agility potion instead of a mongoose. And normal dense sharpening stones, you know. But yeah, I guess if we're allowed to slack a bit more in PVL, I guess we technically could. We're super geared. I could save like probably at least 150 gold. Maybe I could save more. No, less, I guess. I don't know. 20G mongoose repot. 20G, if that even does it. Firewater. 20 something G, 40G. Yeah, it adds up quickly. You can get away with 300 G for AQ consumes. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. With the poison cleansers being in the game, like, obviously they were in the game before as well, but we didn't really use them last round, but that saves so much gold on nature protection potions as well. It feels like it's only Huhuran that you might need to if you have low damage, but I haven't actually had to use nature protection potion on Huhuran yet. I used it the first raid we did just to play it safe. But yeah, I don't know how risky it is that I'm sitting waiting. I'm holding my pot CD. It's not like I'm popping anything else. But if I get like lower than 30%, 40%, then I pop it. But I think I got to like 30% yesterday. And if I just swap to defensive stance on Cthulhu, if he beams me, I feel fine as well. If I have a healing pot. Cthulhu, bro, you're triple stacking. You have pre-pop. Yeah, if we're triple stacking, yes. Sometimes we're double stacking only. Yeah, double stack. I did almost that one time, Taki. I was in a 3-stack. I did pre-pop nature protection potion, and it did save me. But then I don't remember who did it. There was some guy who was standing in between the two groups, and I died anyways because he chained it. I don't know why it's so difficult for people to go back into their assigned positions after the spinny phase or whatever, right? If we get another phase, which we basically only do in the puck, but oh. But you know what frustrates me the most, Becky, about our rates? If we're gonna talk about our guild rates, Sunders, man. As I wrote in the on the Discord, you know, I don't like it. I think I really want to get Sunders up, right? So I also spam Sunders. I have more Sunders than I probably need to do. A lot of the times I Sunder like twice. On some mobs at least. But there are some people that are really slacking on the Sunders. And I feel like 5 GDKP minus is too little. It's too little. For a blatant offense that they can like just click in it once each pack and you're good. You're over 1 CPM then. I don't know. I was looking at my VOD from last raid, looking at Sunders, and so many pulls. There are mobs dying after like several seconds of combat. That has like 1 Sunder on them. Like we basically, I don't know. I have yet to cast Bloodthirst and AQ40. I'm just pressing Sunder. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice if the other tanks also did that, but I think if we're so many warriors, and I looked at the logs, we have so many people under 1 Sunder per minute. Or CPM or whatever, right? Clicks per minute. Cast per minute. I just think that's nuts. And I think in BVL, it was an issue as well. And I was like, we have a lot of people who re-rolled Warrior, you know, for the guild, or because they wanted to play Warrior instead of a caster, and they haven't really played Warrior before. So I was like, okay, you kind of have to get it into your head that you have to Sunder, right? So I was like, they'll get it eventually. But now we're in AQ and they've raided like 12 weeks or whatever on their Warriors. And it's not like I think it should be permanently a higher deduction if you sunder too low. I just feel like we should make an effort for people to actually do something about it, because it slows us down. Like even on bosses, we're slow at times to get 5 sunders. The sunders are taking too long. And it's even a few seconds of missing 1 sunder is huge, right? At least I would assume so. I forgot to rebuff my Blessing of Wisdom. What are we gonna do? We're gonna max rank and then we're gonna lay on hands for 250 mana. I think we're gonna do a bubble now. Let's just get them stacked. And I need like 800 mana to do 2 conks. I don't know how much bubble costs to cast. 25, so 900 should be fine. Second one. Big freaking nade, brother. 10k. Wowee, wowee. Glad to see it. I think maybe if I don't spam, right now I'm spamming a movement key just like I do when I jump here, when I jump down over here. But I think if I don't do that, they might run a bit on the wall towards like this way. I'm gonna test that. That would be ideal because then they stay a bit longer in the conk, right? And we're gonna keep them a bit on the left side. Let's see if I walk off. You see how they're like walking a bit longer towards where I was before? So no movement, I guess, when we're doing when we're jumping down from the other side. Let's just stack him up for a juicy nade. this juicy nade worthy? I think so. Bang. I don't even know which seal would be best for me to use if I'm trying to kill them. Shit loot, man. Epic drop when? Actually, these are not too bad. Except their cloth. I think one more run, right? Actually, 2 runs. Then we're done. Then we're 47. Puck, puck, puck. 2 levels. And the palace gonna be 100G zone. Probably would be 100G if we weren't mailing away all day mage wave. Before we log off today, we're gonna scour the auction house a bit, see if we can get even more MP5 or something. Let me just Google CF Pala Graveyard plus Scarabs.
I got what you need. Keep it real. Hey, how you doing?
There's a lot of strength, man.
Be good. What's up? Keep it real.
Are we trying to do scarabs on this run? I think so. I think we're gonna try scarabs, see how it feels. I will need to be in my spirit set during the pulling of the scarabs. We'll see how it goes. Might have to send a little quick death. Don't know if we can make it. But we're gonna try. It's gonna be like 20% more XP to have scarabs. And now I'm 46, so all the mobs are yellow to me, right? Most of the highest levels are like 46, 44. Like between 46 and 44, so less chance of getting dazed now. I'm only missing 2 points in defense, so daze chance should be low. We'll try at 46. I've never done this, so let's see if it's a success. I would assume that I'm gonna try to pull the scarabs. Let me see what this is. Oh no, we actually can't do it this run. There's a Shadow Hunter patrol in between here. If there wasn't a Shadow Hunter here, we could do it. So we're just not gonna do it now. Fine. That RNG. I'm not gonna try to pre-clear it. That's gonna add more than 20% to the speed of this run. Like slow it down by more than 20%, whatever we would gain. Now I want this guy to leave before we pull. And we see the patrol over there. No, we cannot. Let's just swap to spirit already. I think we can go straight into the pull. Silk cloth, H-weave, mana potion, juice. We're just gonna go straight into it. If I'm fast enough, they won't reset. Pull the boss. Rush over to the juggle wall over here. Maybe send a little exorcism on this guy. Reset, Mr. Witch Doctor. Thank you, sir. Could actually jump down instantly now and oh, it's a soul eater, perfectly. We pulled the patrol on the that's the one that paths in here. Oh shoot, bruh. I thought I had Bob ready. Send a bubble then, I guess. There we go. And we are ready. This was a faster setup than last time for sure. But also because kind of a deal pathing till we got here. Get him really tightly stacked and then send nade. Oi, took a few many hits there. I need to make sure that I need to let him path a bit closer to me before I go. It's the second, third time in a row now that I'm taking damage on that. Good thing we can just heal the full easily. See, now I even have time to like wait a bit. is better than having to jump early. Because then the back mobs aren't getting hit by the ticks. We're gonna send a bop now. Two, one. Bang! 11k, huge, 45 hits. And wait till they're all on the wall, at least on the wall. There you go. To pop another Blessing of Might. I guess when I do Bubble, I could do Seal of Wisdom, just to get a few more mana ticks. Da, 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 da. "41 hits. Could have gotten more. I think on the next run, I'm gonna try to record a one take with scarabs. So we'll do a mini guide for doing scarabs, even though I have no idea how I'm gonna do the scarabs. But we're gonna send it anyways. I have an idea of what I want to do. I think the main issue is I don't have Blink and I don't have Nova. But I do have Bob. And I think with ideal pathing, we'll be fine. And we just can't pull the zombies beforehand like we do on Mage at lower levels to avoid running into them, because we have the power of the Bob there, right? I just can't bop before I get to the zombies, before I get to like the entrance over there. Like I can't bop before here. So that's something I have to keep in mind. There's so many reset spots at the scarabs that I think I can utilize to avoid dropping combat and like heal myself to full if needed and gain some distance. But for scarabs, it would be ideal to have an off the whale set. I don't think I would have the same amount of spirit then. I think I would have less, or maybe only the same, if I can get some good pieces. But we'll manage to have a lot more stamina, a lot more armor. Which, that's nice, at least. Some of them might die now. We'll see, we'll see. I'm so greedy I went to loot that, man. Holy moly. I thought it was fine actually. Apparently not. Like it's dumb shit like that that kills me. I get overconfident when they're low HP. I think if we save up to do like a big ass high explosive divine shield setup, we can manage to like kill a lot of them in one go. Let me just do 1 year. We have mana pot. I'm gonna do it over here though on the just to play it safe. See, now I'm gonna go do it again because I'm a dumbass. But yeah, just gonna wait a bit. I don't want him to die on the wall. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! A juicy freaking nade, bro! Every one of them dead. Okay, let's hope that the next ID won't have any Shadow Hunter in between the graveyard and the scarabs. But we could try to go like attempt it, right? Go attempt it. I'm gonna wear my spirit set though. While we get our hearth. Let's go try. So I think I might just jump over here and then on the wall, like do this, right? Because I really don't want to pull the mob. Even if it's a mob I want to include in the pull, I really don't want to pull it while I'm kiting the scarabs, because it's just another mob that could daze me, right? But I think I'll go over here. I think I can get up here. I'm pretty sure I can get up here. That way I avoid pulling anything over there. I think at least you can do this. Okay, it's a bit iffy actually. Huh. Can I W? No. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm pretty sure you can land here. Obviously, when I can catch a ledge there, obviously I would be able to. How far do I want to run up? Do I just... Oh. Okay, if I can just manage to jump before I W key. Hate this kind of parkour. But we would... Okay, now I don't even get time to practice, huh? Whatever. We're not going to do that, because obviously I'm trash at that. Not doing that. I'm not doing a one take on a new method where I can't even do it in the first attempt, right? Huh? What did I try to equip? Maybe I got an identical... Maybe I got an identical item? Gorilla? Bear? Oh. I got a gorilla version. Alright. And we got an identical Imperial Leather Helm. Okay. So I'm just gonna make a quick video now, guys. Record live here. And if we fail, we're just gonna, you know... I don't know. I'm hitting 47 today no matter what. So this is the last run. Satch. Feels like I'm gonna be done with CF in such a short time. At this rate. You get so many of the spells that you really want to use in CF once you hit 50. Like new rank of Conch, new rank of Devotion Hour, new rank of Divine Light, there's Divine Shield, you get Holy Wrath. You get a new rank of Lay on Hands, which ups the mana return to 550, which is over twice as much of what it is now. Crazy, crazy. Alright, let's try to record a video real quick. Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Assy WoW guide video. Today I'm showing you how to do CF Graveyard plus the Scarabs as a Paladin. Currently, I'm level 46. We've been live streaming some of the runs. I try to live stream as much as possible of the leveling of my different alt characters. So make sure you go check out my live stream if I'm live. Anyways, these are the talents. Sort of the same sub-level 50 spec, you know, 40 to 50 spec. Damn. What the hell, man? My throat, it just Is this a sign from above that I shouldn't make this video? We'll try to jeez. We'll try to redo that. Ooh, I'm tearing up, bro. Almost died, I swear. Okay, take number 2. Let's just reset the week already. Just to get a good idea how much it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another As You Wow guide video. Today I'm showing you how to do CF Graveyard and the Scarabs as a Paladin. Now, I already made a video on how you do this as a Paladin from level 40. Just the Graveyard, but today we're gonna look at the including the Scarabs, which I would say you could do at 44. I'm doing it at 46. These are the talents, which are the 40 to 50 talents that I have posted in my old video that I'll post in the description below as well. Follow the same pathing as me, as I'm doing here. Avoid getting dazed by not turning your back towards the mobs. Make sure you have a tank set that you wear while you're trying to move to the graveyard, and you have a spirit set for the actual pulling kill phase. You will need to wear it if you're wearing a spirit set. You will need to wear it while pulling the Scarabs because you won't drop combat after starting to pull the Scarabs. So, another recommendation could be to have a combined set that is primarily of the whale gear, which is stamina and spirit, and you attempt to make it as bulky as possible by having it being plate gear. So that is probably what I would do if I was to go and get some new gear. But yeah. Depending on how much HP you have, of course you could go reset at different reset spots. This is a reset spot. I talk about... shoot. Guys, why am I so unlucky? I already stopped the recording. I can't do this with the Shadow Hunter. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We're just gonna do another one after this run, I guess. Or maybe I'll do the... maybe I'll get a of the whale set for tomorrow and we'll just show a video of us doing it at 47. Unlucky. I don't think there's any way I can dodge that Shadow Hunter while I'm pulling the Scarabs. Because it's I can't get to the graveyard without going that way. Oi, what are you doing, buddy? Why are you there? I did not click this grave, did I? Insta-dazed. This already smells like a blessing of protection. Hopefully we don't get dazed. Let's make sure we don't show our back. One more before we pop. There we go. Shadow Hunter's here. Mark him up, baby. Jesus, they're still hitting me. Rub gear set to the spirit set. How unlucky is that? Time I actually want to try to record something, it is a Shadow Hunter. Like, I think it's the last 2 runs only that it's a bit of Shadow Hunter in between there. Beautiful mana. I'll do the recording off stream tomorrow. Ah, come on. Come on, man. What the hell? Stop. I can't even W key without falling off. How do we make it? I think we made it. I think if I stay here, they won't reset. Witch Doctor. Was it aggro with the dead hero there? I think we're good. I'm just gonna stand here and not pull anymore until this path's out. Bit of a long stream today, huh? 2 hours. I mean, for a streamer it's short, but for me it's long. I think we can go down now, right? Do you think I can pull all this in one bob? Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Sure, did they proxy aggro those? Really? There's one guy who's refusing. Am I logging off? I literally pressed up and I died at the same time. Whatever. It feels like I've been corpse running more than I've been playing the game today. Not my day. Also another benefit to having Of the Will plate set. We're not gonna reset. Or are we gonna reset and do the video? Sure, anyways, right? We're not locked. Are we? Yeah, we are. No, we're not. Gonna do it tomorrow. People are gonna comment anyways that I think mid-run or some shit, you know, because I'm so close. I'll try. Let's just try. Alright, let's reset the XP tracker and then we're just gonna go straight into trying to record. Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Assy WoW guide video. Today I'm showing you how to do CF, Graveyard and the Scarabs as a Paladin. I'm level 46, technically you could do this at 44. You definitely want to be at a level where there's less of a chance of you getting dazed. I'm just gonna start the run, try to follow my pathing, and if you want more in-depth reset spots pathing at a lower level from level 40, go watch my other video. I'll link it in the description. Anyways, you basically play the talents that I also linked in my other video from the 40 to 50 spec, which looks like this. You want these talents right here. I'll link it in the description below as well. At 46, you can pretty much just run all the way to Graveyard if needed. If you use my pathing, it's pretty safe, I would say. There is an off chance that you might get dazed off your mount and you'll need to use a reset spot, but there's plenty on the way. always one in reach, at least if you use a bop. The only thing that is that you need to know about this run is that if there's a Shadow Hunter between the graveyard and the scarabs, then you cannot do this because a Shadow Hunter will mess up the pull. I have not pre-checked this. It's a Witch Doctor. This is fine to include. It is annoying. It's not ideal. A Soul Eater or a Blood Drinker would be ideal, but we're gonna try with a Witch Doctor. It's just gonna be kind of annoying trying to kill the dead heroes. I'm gonna go straight into the pull to save time. You do need a tank set and a spirit set to do this as a paladin. Or ideally at 46 you try to pick up some new items. I'm just gonna bop here, play safe. But yeah, you could get Of the Whale plate set. Try to find Of the Whale on the auction house plate armor version. That gives you stamina and spirit, and you could use that for both pulling and getting to the graveyard and everything, right? The kill phase. I think that is ideal at this level if you could manage to get that. I don't have it. I haven't been to the auction house since we started this at level 40. But yeah, I'm currently wearing my tank set. I have a spirit set ready to go. About 205 spirit unbuffed. Right. But yeah, just pulling the graveyard right now. Make sure you rebuff yourself with a Blessing of Wisdom after popping a bop. Okay, it did not want to click. I might actually need to... I should have waited for... Oh, we don't have forbearance anymore. We're fine. I might need to bubble. Might. I have to bubble. And another trick that I can show you now is that sometimes when the mobs are really close to you, they won't reset. But if you're on a evade spot, you can actually just log out even though you're in combat. And when you're logging out, your character goes away, right? So you see these re-aggro and they can stand there for a long time. Obviously, you could just cancel the logout if they somehow reset, right? But we're gonna log out now, and because the Witch Doctor just placed the totem, it takes longer for them to reset even though you're out of the game, right? So we're just gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna continue to talk. But yeah, I have a spirit set that consists mainly of like cloth pieces, so I'm gonna take a lot of damage during the walking part from the scarabs to the graveyard. But that is what it is. I'm gonna take that risk. And by the way, this is my first time ever doing this, so bear with me. I have not done this. I haven't even... I know that it's possible, but I haven't watched any way that other people do it. I'm just gonna try to do the same way I do it on Mage. And see how it goes, right? There we go. Now we're ready to go into the pulling of the scarabs. Do my spirit set. We want full health, full mana as we go into this. You could avoid the chance of getting dazed or damaged by resetting the Witch Doctor that you might pull while getting to the scarabs. But we'll see how it goes. You cannot use Exorcism on the scarabs, which is also a finicky thing, right? I'm just gonna wait for the Witch Doctor. Can I jump up here? No. I fell down, whatever. I know for a fact I can get up here. I just suck at it. Let's try for the video, right? Oh, I need to jump like here. I suck. I'm going back. If I can. Maybe I'm forced to do it. Whatever, I'm sending it. As long as it doesn't daze me, I think it's fine. I'm just gonna do a rank 1 conk here, and then we insta-dazed. Nice. I like it. We're gonna go... I'm gonna go reset this now. It's fine. Hopefully I don't die. I mana potted instead of healing potting. I like it. Beautiful. I feel super squishy wearing this set. Like, I think this is like, I'm at like 2 point something k HP in my other set. But you see, it's literally spirit. A lot of cloth, mail, whatever. Now we're just gonna wait for the witch doctor to reset. And for this guy to be at an ideal spot. Maybe I'll use a judgment instead to pull with. But I do need to wait for a bubble CD now. So we're gonna have to wait for that. But this is just how it is. Like, it will never be ideal, and you'll probably have to do stuff like I'm doing now because you had to use a CD before you wanted to, right? If I could, I would want to exclude the witch doctor from the pool, but yeah. Let me just use a seal to pull. We're gonna wait for the boss to like be over here now. And then I think we should be fine. 54 seconds. We can go when there's like this time left. Actually, you could do this. While you're still at the evade spot, you could... Oh, we're fine. We're gonna do this. Big circle, big circle. That way they don't catch up to us. And that way you also pull everything, right? Let's see. Feels fine so far, feels fine. Hopefully they don't collapse on me here. Yeah, we're fine, not even using a grenade. Should be good here. Now we just need to bop. That was easier than I thought it would be. I thought I would have to do a lot of wonky stuff. There's this healing pot here to make sure we don't get clapped. Bubble. We have 10 seconds to make it to the spot, which is plenty. Jump up. Look at that, in one go even. First attempt. Clean, clean, clean. Pull this. Imagine I look over, I'm not recording right now. And now you just want the scarabs to get up here. Every time you jump over here, it's kind of an evade spot until they get to this point, so you just want the scarabs to not reset, right? Perfect. I'm waiting for forbearance, so I have Bop. I need to pull the last ones down here, right? Maybe I can do a little... This is a reset spot, by the way. So the mobs will stand still. They won't move towards you. That hero does not release the zombies. But if I pull this zombie, one zombie over here, I'm gonna pull everything. Now I know I can pull everything in one go. And forbearance is down, we're gonna jump. I'm just playing it safe. I don't need the full uptime, so I'm just popping it already. Remember to rebuff your Blessing of Wisdom. So this guy is like that single witch doctor is just gonna make the pull annoying in regards to killing the death heroes and killing the witch doctor. So I'm probably gonna end up resetting it towards the end, unless somehow I've managed to drain the witch doctor for mana, which I doubt. Get a good stack before we get into it. That is perfect. Ignite, and I think we pulled another witch doctor, so dead heroes are definitely out the window now. But that is what it is. So ideally when you do this, you pull the scarabs if it's a soul eater or a blood drinker. That's the ideal. I still think it's worth, honestly. Even though you can't kill the dead heroes and stuff, you get so many more mobs. But yeah. For sure, if I had off the will plate set, this would not be an issue at all to do, like survive the pulling part over there. I could even just slap on the Argent Custodian that gives me defense. +5, right? For the pulling part, and just swap over to a spirit weapon afterwards. And make sure you get a good stack. I did move. I should have let him path a bit closer to me, so I have to place it a bit short. This. And then it's just back and forth. I'm spamming a movement key as I'm jumping to update my C axis. That way the mobs try to pad to me below. That is the way I get them stacked. You can do that at that spot and this spot. So when I jump here, you see how some of them are going to move down to reach me from below. And here as well. You see how they're like running to below me when I spam a movement key midair. So that's what you want to do to get a good stack. And you want to... Basically, when you cast on it, when you don't cast for 5 seconds, you get, you know, you activate your the mana ticks, the MP5, in combat even, and you can abuse the jumping over here just to regen some mana. You know, you get them stacked, you get more value out of your conk, out of your nades if they're stacked, and you're regenning mana. So it's just like a win-win. Whenever your bop or your bubble is off cooldown, you can use it to get more uptime of conk, which I'm going to show you now. I'm going to do a bop. Some of the scarabs are quite slow, but it's fine. Bop. Again, we lose the Blessing of Wisdom. Do not insta buff it, otherwise it removes your Blessing of Protection. You definitely don't want that. You're just gonna die then. Jump off. And we killed most of the scarabs now, which is nice. Rebuff your Blessing of Wisdom. Now let him run a bit closer to you, so you have time to get into like around this spot right here to get the best conk there is. If you move too quickly, they will catch up to you too fast. And do like me and almost die sometimes trying to loot these because I'm greedy. Mana pot on CD. If you want to be fast. You don't need mana pots, it just makes it faster. And if you want to guarantee loot, you see I lost a lot of mobs up here because the conk tick hit up there. Yeah. You only lose the XP. It's no, sorry, the other way around. You only lose the loot. It's not like you lose XP if they die up there. But especially the scarabs have a higher chance of dropping the good juicy items because they're higher level than the zombies. On average, right? There's a lot of 46 mobs among the scarabs, which technically can drop edgies. And also, if they despawn within the 5 minutes, like very fast, it means that they did not have anything of value on them. And that's not cope, that's just how it is. If they have a green eye, on a common or higher, or is higher than common, maybe it's like greens and then higher, it has like a longer despawn time. So that's nice. Obviously you miss out on any good, maybe venerables, I don't know. You're collecting a flask of mojo, you know, and you're sad about losing some of them. I don't know what to say. But yeah, just keep going like this. Keep going around and around. There's probably more detail in the execution of this method in my other video, the 40 to, you know, the non-scarab method. So go look at that if you need some more, you know, info, tips and tricks. And also I live stream almost the whole leveling journey on this paladin in dungeons, so you can just go check out my other lives if you want. I tried to name them and give them a thumbnail so they're easy to find. But yeah, there you get the the live learning, you know? Me actually trying to figure shit out and stuff. And probably you get a lot of good information for most people. Thing 47. Juicy, juicy, juicy. I try to keep them now on the left side. But you see how the Witch Doctor is just so high on HP. And the dead heroes, even though they're not elite, are also just max HP. We're gonna keep them over here on the left. The other annoying part about them being high HP is that the zombies are slow. You see, they're barely reaching my conch now. But yeah, I might just have to send some here to get some damage on these zombies. And just really run for. Might have to forfeit some loot here. But this would not be an issue if we didn't have a Witch Doctor in the pool. I guess it's a 50% chance that you get a mob type that is ideal for this, right? A Soul Eater or a Blood Drinker. You absolutely cannot do it if it's a Shadow Hunter, and you won't get the dead heroes or kill the Witch Doctor if there's a Witch Doctor among them. We're missing out on like how many mobs? Oh shoot, I fell down. Not that many, but a few. Still matters, XP wise. Let's see what we got left. No more zombies, right? I'm just gonna reset now. That's all there is to it. You get the Tress layer swap quick aura, and then you just get a Hearth. Set your Hearthstone to Gatgitsan and get a Hearth. Or you have two accounts and you pass lead to the other character, you lock off on this and you reset and you get sent to the graveyard. Or you use one account, get someone to help you invite your alt into the group. Oh shoot, the Witch Doctor did not reset, but the rest did. Actually, I'm going to use this spot down here now. This is a reset spot, by the way. Should be a reset spot. Maybe I have to be in this way. Yeah. That's the video. Thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. We did it, boys. Easy recording. And I'm done for tonight, by the way, guys. I'm done for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you guys probably in one of the following days. I am trying to get this to 60 as fast as possible, but I might do a leveling session on my rogue, my hunter, and my old mage, because just purely because of rested XP that I need to level, right? If they're at 150% rested, I want to get that out the way, right? If you wanted to equip a weapon and you could just kill these quick. They reward you with elite mob XP, even though they're not elite. So it could be worth. I'm not going to do it now. Get a hoarding. Good night, guys. See you another day, maybe tomorrow.